Welcome back everyone, it's Vaz again with another video from World of Warships Legends. And today we have another game in the Vauquelin for you. This is the French Tier 6 destroyer. And today we are on the map Haven in a game of domination. And on the enemy team there's a Boyskovica, a Fiji and an Atlanta B in the division, a New Orleans, a Siegfried, a Colorado, Vladivostok, and 2 Alabamas. Our spawn has been in the southwest portion of the map, and I've been doing this a lot lately on this map. When I get this spawn, I completely space, and I don't realize it's domination mode. I rarely get domination mode on Haven, so I'm just used to racing to the corner of this island up ahead here, because it's where all the action always is. So here I am, just going right by the objective. Probably not even watching the game right now. I'm probably watching something on YouTube, maybe even editing my last video. But there we go, I am paying attention. And we see a New Orleans up ahead. Hopefully he's going to keep sailing in a straight line. And so we launch 2 torp launchers at him. Then we're going to turn back around, since we still have one more torp launcher on the other side of the ship. See if we can get that one away on target as well. When it's not domination mode, this is usually the area I like to play in, no matter what ship class I'm in, whether it be a cruiser, battleship, or a destroyer. If I'm in a cruiser or battleship, I'll usually play closer to one of the islands to try and cut down on how many of the enemies can shoot at me. We did line up that next shot of torps on that New Orleans, and surprisingly enough, he does run into one of our torps. And that gets a very nice knock on him of 17,000 in damage. The torp took about half of his health. Jesus. And I think that's when we realized, oh crap, it's actually domination mode. We need to head towards the nearest objective over there, which is Bravo. And we can see that the enemy's already capped it, which has put us down in points, which is not good. We're the only destroyer in our team, so we need to be going and getting caps in a domination match. Even if we are a French destroyer and we don't have smoke, it doesn't matter because we're the only ones that can potentially do it safely. We did really want to finish off that New Orleans, but getting the cap takes precedence. So we save our torps and we head towards the cap. Now we do see a smoke screen up ahead there, so we know exactly where their enemy destroyer is. Especially since we're located. That definitely means it's the Boyskovica, or Biscuit as we like to call it. And so we're going to get ready for an engagement here. Just as we launch our torps, we are spotted by him. Unfortunately we had AP loaded, so again we're not paying attention. Come on Baz, wake up! And we do swap over to HE, and we use our only reload booster to help with that. And we start firing away on this Biscuit. I believe we knocked out his engines there, so he's kind of standing still. He's knocked out our engines, unfortunately, so we're also standing still. We're a bit of a sitting duck, but we really need to get rid of this Biscuit. It would go a long ways to helping our team. So if that means we have to sacrifice ourselves, then so be it. Trying to play with our speed, we're trying to play with our angling a little bit. Just so we can get all 5 turrets pointed towards that Biscuit and try and get rid of him as soon as we can. If we are able to get rid of him, maybe we can survive this. Because no one else on the enemy team seems to be shooting at us. He did start firing us, but we did get our damage come back just at the last second there. And one last shot finished him off, getting us our first kill of the game. And really putting our team in a great position to win now. The enemy team has no destroyer left, but our team does, which gives us a spotting advantage and gives us a potential advantage in getting caps. The way I think about French DDs is that they're brawlers. They do have the highest HP compared to other nations, which is good because you're going to use it when you play them. Don't be afraid to trade damage with other DDs since you have a higher chance to outlast them. On the other side of the island there, between the 2 caps, there was an Alabama. We thought he might continue to go into that cap and try and get it for his team. So we did launch some blind torps into the alleyway there. and then turn back around in order to get us prepped for another torp launch from the other side of our ship. Now, I believe we also accidentally used our engine boost when we were trying to use our damage con back during that engagement with the biscuit. So with that engine boost active, it does make it a little harder to make a full 180-degree turn. Ideally, we want to get into that Charlie cap and get that for our team, but there's not much support over there. We have 3 teammates in the very western portion of the map. There's not much they can do to help us win this game way over there. And just as we got turned back around, we get radared, and we get 5 torp hits on that Alabama. Our blind torps came through for us, but unfortunately we need to take evasive maneuvers. The Atlanta B has us on his radar, and he can finish us off right quick if we don't get out of the way. He did get us with 1 shot, and then he got a blind hit on us, causing a fire. Somehow we're still alive with just under 1,400 hit points. And we're actually able to get a torp hit on that Atlanta. Him and the Alabama are pretty low health, so let's head over there and see if we can help out. One of our teammates finishes off that Alabama for us. Very nice. And you know what? We smell blood in the water. We want some revenge on that Atlanta. And screw it. We're going to throw caution to the wind. We're going to get our revenge. He's focused on someone else anyways. And we finish him off for our 2nd kill of the game, putting us up over 100,000 in damage. Now we're spotted right now. There are 2 cruisers within firing range of us who can put some serious hurt on us. We need to get out of there. Just as we drop detectability, that Fiji gets 1 good knock on us, bringing us down to 344 health. Oh crap. Oof. We just got away with that one. That definitely was a risky play. We're sure playing willy-nilly in this match, aren't we? It's kind of funny to watch. And look at that, that Fiji continued sailing in a straight line, running into our torps, and netting us our 3rd kill of the game. We saw that the Siegfried was retreating, which gives us the go-ahead to go and get that Charlie objective. You can see by all those ribbons in the top right-hand corner of the screen that we've already had ourselves quite a game. As you already know by the title of the video, we do end up with a crap load of XP at the end. And that's because we played this game when there was a ×3 win bonus. I believe it was during the 2-year anniversary weekend for the game, and they had that 200% win bonus. And boy, those win rose bonuses for these tech tree ships really helps you with the grind. Well, since the last 3 enemy ships are quite a distance away from us, that'll give us some time to talk about the commander build I'm using. Let's pop him up on the screen right now. I'm using Felipe Abano, and a lot of his skills focus on torpedoes and stealth. But his base trait, which increases HE damage, definitely helps in gun battles. For his first 2 skill choices, I don't like choosing the all or nothing skills because I don't like adding 10% to my main battery reload time, and I don't like losing 7.5% off of my hit points either. For the 3rd skill, I find Torpedo Safari very useful for adding torp range. And for the 4th skill, we kind of take it by default because the other one involves smoke. And since you don't have a smoke screen, it makes it pretty useless. And we were able to get Charlie Cap. And in order to get back into the action, we activated our engine boost. We had our Vauquelin really ripping her in about 44, 45 knots. And that's another strength of these French destroyers is their speed. Let's get our man Abano back on the screen here for a second. Now in that 4th commander slot, choosing Destroyer Be Destroyed increases your speed, but it also decreases the shell grouping of your main battery. So that's why for my 2nd inspiration I choose Arleigh Burke. and he increases the shell grouping of your destroyer's main guns, so that does help to offset it a little bit. I don't have him leveled up very high, but I think if I did, I would even out a bit better. And then, of course, my first inspiration is always Eric Bay. I have him up there at level 16 because he helps out on all of your destroyers. Our next target's going to be a slow-moving Vladivostok. This Vlad looks to be sailing backwards, nice and slow for us. Not only do we get 2 torp launchers away on him, but we're able to circle around and get our 3rd torp launcher from the other side away on him. And now it's just a matter of time. Poor guy has no chance to get out of the way. With our last launcher there, we hit him with the widespread just to make it extra difficult to get out of the way. And just to make him feel extra helpless. And there you go, we did finish him off, netting us our 4th kill of the game. Right now we're feeling it. We think, oh nice, a slow-moving Colorado in the distance. That has Kraken written all over it, doesn't it? So we're gonna head straight for him. That'll really put a nice feather in our cap, won't it? It's gonna take us a while to get over there, unfortunately. It's too bad we didn't save one of our engine boosts. Accidentally using that first one was a bit unfortunate. But in a second here, we're gonna find out that it doesn't really matter. And I think at this point, I actually put the controller down and went and did something else. I figured that the Siegfried was in over his head in this Tier 7 match. He was probably a newer player that had just gotten it after unlocking it through the campaign. And so we spent most of the match just kind of sitting in the back. But we had seen some shells zip over our heads. And you could definitely tell because I didn't take notice of it right away that I wasn't looking at the screen. But then I might have checked the mini-map and oh crap, he's like right there. Our torp launchers weren't reloaded yet, and that was the other reason why we weren't really paying attention. We had to wait for those to reload. But we only have 344 health. If this Siegfried sees us, that's going to be the end of our game. One of his secondaries could take us out in one hit. Our teammates are working that Colorado over, so it looks like he's going to die before we get a chance to make our way over towards him. And the Siegfried is kind of cutting us off from him as well. We saw the Siegfried weave in a little bit, and so we thought maybe he was going to turn away and run. So when we launched our torps, we kind of put them in that direction, but then he weaves back towards our teammates, and that's going to cause them to miss all of our torps. Well, that's too bad. And just like we thought, our teammates were able to finish off that Colorado, and there goes our chance at a Kraken. But that's okay, we still had a hell of a game. And just for good measure, we get 1 torp hit on that Siegfried, netting us the Confederate medal. And the game ends, we win on points. Which sure wasn't pretty, was it? Well, that's the way it can be in these French destroyers. It can be a struggle to stay alive. But you just gotta keep at it and fight through it. And hey, you can end up with games like this, with over 123,000 in damage, 4 sinkings, and the Confederate medal. And we saw all those ribbons there. But let's head over to the team stat screen, and we have over 3,600 in base XP. What a game. If there was ever a time to have a game like this, it was definitely during the ×3 win bonus. Let's just check this economy screen real quick. Look at those stats now. Over 19,000 in XP due to our 200% win bonus and a rare ship XP booster as well. Almost 2,000 in global XP. Gotta love it. Well, if you did like that video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to leave a comment down below. And as always, stay healthy and do what makes you happy.